Ellie Bufkin joins us now. She is in Israel. Ellie is a member of the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, a Washington, D.C.-based nonpartisan research institute focusing on national security and foreign policy. Ellie, appreciate your joining us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
So what's it like where you are right now through your lens and your experience?
Well, to be completely honest, we have been on the move for the last 36 hours or so we have just recently exited Israel. I think our security team would prefer that we not say exactly which country we're in now, but it has been quite an experience, to say the least, to get out.
We're back with our guest, Ellie Bufkin, with the founder, the group Foundation for Defense for Democracies. Ellie, you're in the Middle East right now, and we were talking to you earlier. Glad to have you back. Can you talk about what you experienced when you were in Israel and what people there are saying on the ground?
Yeah, absolutely. So the experience in Israel began for us on Thursday, and the first sirens went off that night at 3 a.m. So we immediately headed for the shelter, and that was pretty much the end of the trip there, though it took us several more days to get out. The thing that we all have been talking about since we've been there is just the incredible fortitude of the people who live there. The Israeli people, the Americans who live there, other foreign nationals who live there. This is daily life for them. Of course, this war that started on Thursday has been an enormous escalation in what's been going on between Israel and and Iran's terror proxies around them. But I couldn't believe how brave, just how calm, and it made us feel so secure there. I mean, obviously, their security is state of the art. They take their defense incredibly seriously, but it is an incredible country. So not the visit that I had planned, but I certainly learned a lot about Israel and its people.
So with the airports closed in Israel, and we don't want you to disclose where you are right now outside of Israel, but we will ask you, when do you expect to return home?
The plan right now is for us to be on a plane tomorrow around lunchtime en route to the United States. So that will be our big transatlantic flight. There's been a lot of other buses and planes in between them. One land crossing over into Jordan, which was, I would say, harrowing to say the least. We certainly appreciate Jordan taking us in. We went over the Allenby Bridge, which is generally only open to Palestinians who are crossing from Israel to Jordan. So allowing Americans through was a big exception on their part, and it was certainly not without its red tape, but we did make it, and we were safe while there. So we appreciate that, and it was definitely an experience to remember.
Wow. I mean, that does sound like a harrowing experience for sure. In terms of some of the updates you were receiving and what others were getting, we heard reports that people were actually getting texts saying not to go into the shelters. And one would assume they might be from Iran, from terrorist forces who are trying to intercept confused Israeli people, Americans. Were you getting any of those texts, or what sort of updates were you getting on your phone with respect to the missiles that were being shot into Israel?
I did not get a text ever that told me not to go to a shelter. This is the first I've heard of that. I'm not surprised to hear that. There are certainly, just like any other thing, there are an amazing number of apps and systems for getting alerts that you can have on your phone at any time. There's Telegram, there's WhatsApp, and then any number of programs that have been launched as recently as a few days ago that are advertised as ways to alert people in Israel that there's sirens coming. So there's definitely ways to get hoodwinked by easily, I would say, by something, especially if you're not an Israeli and you're not used to being tricked or attempting to be tricked. So I'm not surprised to hear that. We certainly had the fog of war scenario where we were getting a lot of mixed messaging, but because Israel is Israel, they have the home front command. And if this order did not come directly from the home front command, then it was, the advice was do not follow it. Home front command says stay near a shelter, you stay near a shelter, and that was the end of it. So the benefit for us is that we were with people who knew all this, who could relay this to us with security. Of course, not everybody in Israel who's traveling has that benefit. But I will, just use this opportunity to say that if you are in Israel still, please listen to the Home Front Command. whatever app that you're using, make sure that it's coming directly from them.
You know, Ellie, before you go, we want you to tell us about the Foundation for Defense of Democracies.
Absolutely. So we are, I think, as you mentioned, a nonpartisan research foundation that's based in Washington, D.C. Our basic mission is to promote the freedom and ideals of the United States of America and to make sure that our democratic allies worldwide are felt supported by us. We need them. We are obviously a very patriotic organization, but America Defense at Home begins with how we can keep our borders secure, not just domestically, but also internationally, and making sure that we understand the threat level that's happening across the globe. And that includes propping up our democratic partners and supporting them against their enemies that have sworn to destroy them. So Israel is obviously a big one. And it's very important that we understand the threats that they face every single day.
Yeah, I mean, well, Ellie, again, obviously not the trip you expected by going to Israel at this time, but so glad to hear you are safe and that you are now trying to leave the Mideast. You'll be back home soon. What sort of message, though, do you have for other Americans who are still trapped in Israel and who might not be able to get out at this time?
My message is be hopeful and do not be scared. Israel is the most defended nation on planet Earth. You are in an amazing place. You are supported by people who are happy to have you there, and they will do anything they can to keep you safe. Every building is equipped with bomb shelters. Every building is ready to take significant hits. They are built to withstand significant damage. Follow the follow the commands of the Homefront Command. Be in a safe area when you are told to be in a safe area. Do not try to be a hero. They have the system that they have to keep you safe, and you will be safe if you follow them. Nothing is guaranteed, but that is the primary way to stay safe. If you are able to to exit the country safely, again, follow the direction of the Homefront Command and our U.S. Embassy, which is in Jerusalem. We also have the branch in Tel Aviv. If you can get to them and get the advice that they have for you, they will be able to help you as well. But certainly, don't do anything rash. You're safe as long as you're, near a shelter, and remember to listen to Israel. They know what they're doing. They've been facing these types of threats for a very long time, and they are very interested in keeping you safe.
Great. Ellie Bufkin, thank you so much for joining us, and I'm glad you're returning home tomorrow.
Yeah.
Me too. Thank you very much. I'm sure that I'll be back in Israel soon, and I assume that it will be a better experience. But this one was one for the books. Thank you so much for having me.